how come all my colleagues are doing this, experiencing this, and I'm still maybe still wearing a T. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. I want to be this. I want to be that. Look at we. Yeah, we are here today. I mean, all those things we've been there before, right? Hello, guys. This is Ella, and welcome to Perspectives with Ella. Today, we are talking about identity struggles, trying to figure out who you are. Identity struggles comes in many forms and in many ways. Let's take, for instance, a young teenage girl who is perhaps a late bloomer, and in her circle, in her class, all the ladies have developed breasts. Some of them have had their menstruation, their periods, and all that. And she feels like, when, God, when had we known? See the way now you're struggling with period pain and all that, cramps and all that. Had we known, struggling that, God, when is this going to happen and all that? And it used to worry you that how come all my colleagues are doing this, experiencing this, and I'm still maybe still wearing a tube. I've not yet started wearing a bra and all that. All those things we've been there before, right? And I mean, at that stage in your life, that could have been an identity struggle for you because you are coming to terms with the fact that I mean we are both females. So why is it that other people are getting ahead of me in terms of their physical features and you are still not developing as you are supposed to? Is there something wrong with me and all that? And you also want to look at even for a young adult who is still struggling to figure out the right career path for him. Usually they say, go after what you love, go after your passion, turn your passion into your job and all that. But even when you are going to pursue a course at the university or anything, you are struggling. Which one is actually the best thing for me to do? Which one is what I'm supposed to read? What am I supposed to do? What professional course should I take? Is the timing right? I want to be a doctor. I want to have doctor and Esquire in my name. Which should I pursue first? Should I go to the PhD? How long? 7 years? Hey, do I have the tenacity to? All those things are a lot. They are a lot. And yeah, struggling to figure it out that when do I know that okay, this is it? When do I know that no, halt here, this will not end well. You should take a different path and all that. So we've understood that identity struggles come in various forms and in different ways. Not knowing who you are yet doesn't mean you are lost. Identity struggles are really common. You're figuring out what you believe, what matters to you, where you fit in. And sometimes you try things that don't feel right. Sometimes you change your mind, and that is okay. I mean, when we were young, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be this, I want to be that. Look at we, yeah, we are here today. I mean, we are doing a lot of things. We are not the doctors yet. And the lawyers yet and all that. So we should understand that identity isn't discovered overnight. For the last 20 years of your life, you are still trying to figure out just your career out. You are still trying to figure it out. So identity isn't discovered overnight. It is shaped through our experiences. It is shaped through our mistakes, reflections, and our growth processes. And everybody's path is different. Some people discover what they want to do early on in life. Others take a longer time. Others take a longer time to discover that, okay, maybe in terms of just career, okay, eventually I think that I have a flair for argument, so I think that I would make a good lawyer. I have a flair for wanting people to be well, so I think that I would make a good doctor. But you having a flair for something does not mean that path is carved out for you. So young people need the opportunity or the room to explore without being labeled as you don't know what to do with your life, without being tagged, without being pegged with a certain name, because you are still trying to figure it out. You are still trying to, I mean, at the age of 25, you still don't know what you want to do. Hey, are you serious at all? No. We are still young, we are still trying to figure it out. We need the room to be able to explore freely, interact with a lot of things, do so many things before you eventually settle on what you want to do. Parents and guardians also need to understand that questioning or isn't rebellion when a young person comes up to you and asks you to mentor him or yeah, asks you that what do you think I'm good at? Okay, then you perhaps you conclude that Ella, I think that you have a niche for this, so go into this, and then only for you to discover maybe 1 month, 2 months down the line that was this an dream. That is okay. You're still figuring it out. You're still exploring. So questioning or the young person asking so much questions isn't rebellion, isn't because they don't want to follow the path that you have carved out for them. It's all part of the development phase. Becoming yourself, as we understand it, is a journey, is not a destination. We don't peg timelines to what we want to do at every point in time and say that, okay, this is it, I have reached. At the age of 60, at the age of 70, people are still trying to figure it out. And take note that trying to figure out or who you are or the identity struggles that you're talking about is not limited to your career. It can be even limited to where you want to live. Even though you are born in a particular country, you want to relocate there because of the people's culture and all that. All those things come to bear when you are still trying to figure out what you want to do. And for me, as a young person, the rule of thumb in forming your identity, your opinions, your belief systems, your philosophies, and the things that shape who you are is the word of God. And I would want to recommend that to you. This is Perspectives with Ella, survival tips for the young person. Stick and stay. Bye.